Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's Monday, the 22nd of August, 2011. I want to make this quick video going over some news with iOS 5. Beta 6 came out a couple days ago. I was on Beta 5. Everything with Beta 5 was working beautifully. So I went into Settings, General Software Update. It found about 129, 144, something like that, meg update for Beta 6. I was actually at the pool at the time. I downloaded it, installed it. Process was seamless. They've really mastered that in the beta with the over-the-air updates. I was glad to see that. And with that update came a bevy of new issues for me. Talking about the past a little bit, my experience with iOS 5 betas, both on the iPad and the iPad 2, that is, and the iPhone 4 GSM, 32 gig black model. With betas 1 through 4, I had nothing but bad luck. Just little quirky problems would go wrong. My battery life was about 9 to 10 hours, which was about what it was for me in iOS 4.3.1 when I left and went to the beta, or 4.3 or something like that, whatever that was. I had a lot of problems with the camera application. That was definitely one of the biggest issues for me. And it was just miserable dealing with that. And the Photos app was pretty bad too. But when you download a beta, you expect there to be problems. It's a beta. It's a developer release candidate, if you will, of software. It's not meant for end users like I am. I understand that. I expect there to be issues. So I didn't really complain a whole lot with some of those betas. However, when I updated to Beta 5 for the first time, battery life was about no more than 2 hours. That means you fully charge it to 100%, 6 a.m., 2 hours later, 8 a.m., it's done. Zero. It's off. There is not enough power. I found that issue to be that every time I would update, I would restore from my backup of my phone, which was created in iOS 4. So I did a clean install of the OS, Beta 5, put all my stuff back on it. It took me about 3 or 4 or 5 hours to get everything back on it the way I wanted to. And it worked beautifully. I got 2 days battery life. It was fast. The only problem I had something going on in music. Not a big deal. It was great. Anyways, update to Beta 6. It's worse than Beta 4. I did the update from within the operating system. I have this application on here. It's a great app. I'll review it sometime in the future. It's called System Status. It's free, I believe. It's in the App Store. And it tells you a whole bunch of stuff. CPU usage, disk usage. It's got your battery status up there, load times, system boot, memory processes. It's a really nice application. And I would go in there with Beta 6 and find out that my processor, as demonstrated here in this red and green CPU usage graph, would not go below 85%. It was constantly clocked at 100%. But occasionally, for one time in the reading cycle, it would go down to 85%. It would not idle below that. You clean reboot it, you turn off everything, you kill all of the running apps, you do the hard reset, home button, power, and then release I did all that, and I figured it was just a problem with the update. My load average time, my average load was about 6. That's really bad. That is 600% CPU. Unix does stuff differently. Obviously, you can't use 600% of one processing core, but software-wise, I guess you can. So I did a clean install of the operating system. I did not restore from a backup. I got just into stock beta naked iOS 5 Beta 6. I did one sync with iTunes, and I put this application on here, System Status. And I opened it up, and it was the same problem. That makes me think it's a hardware issue. So I found out how to go back to 4.3.5. That's where I am now. It works beautifully. Whenever I'm on Beta 6, it uses all the CPU all the time, yielding a really hot iPhone and terrible battery life. May I add, the exact same thing is going on with the iPad, which as you can see is off. It was fully charged this morning at 11 a.m. when I left to have tires put on my car. It was fully charged this morning at about 10 o'clock. It is now 9:07 p.m. It's dead. I did not use it all day. And the battery in this is amazing. It goes days and days and days on end with use. And now it can't even idle for 12 hours, which is bad. That is still on Beta 6. However, a lot of my good friends have Beta 6. No problems. Works fine for them. I don't get it. How can it be my hardware? It's no different than anybody else's. It's an iPhone 4 and an iPad 2. And both of my devices suffer from this bug. And don't tell me it's a beta. I know that you're going to tell me, oh, Ryan, what do you expect? It's a beta. There's going to be problems. In my opinion, when an operating system cannot utilize a CPU correctly, That is a massive, massive problem. But I'm not going to blame this completely on Apple. You know, why is it only me? If any of you can tell me that question, I'd be very impressed. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to tell you about my experiences with this. I'm back to 4.3.5. I can't believe how fast it is. The battery life is about a day now, which is fine by me. It used to be 2 days on beta 5, but now it's a day. I'm on 28%. It's 9:08 p.m., so I'll just clock that in as about a day. Which is fine, not a problem, but I just don't understand what's happening with only my devices on beta 6. Let me know your experiences with the iOS 5 betas. In my opinion, they've been the worst thing that Apple has ever done. I really hope that the Gold Master and the final release of this software, one, I hope it works. I hope it knows how to use a CPU and a battery and a screen and stuff. And I'm pretty nervous, honestly. At this point, I think Apple is really, really dicking around with these betas, and they're not in good shape, guys. We may be seeing Android going up. Anyways, leave me your comments and concerns and crap and disputes down below. Our website is techinform.us. Find me on Twitter for my complaining on twitter.com/JamesRSchultz, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow in Tuesday's video. Thanks again. Subscribe if you like this stuff. Talk to you then.